Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am Kareem Clemens. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for following me right here, right now. This right here is R.Kelly, guilty on all counts. Welcome to this edition right here, right now. Okay, so right here you see back of me breaking news, guilty, 9 counts of sex trafficking and racketeering right here, right now. I can tell you that R. Kelly, and I've been saying this for the longest, that has been found guilty. Like he's been found guilty on all counts. Now, I want to share with you guys this message that I had broke on social media, and this is coming from the blog page. So let's go up here and see if we can go here because I want to share this. Okay. Okay. So right here, this is the blog page, everybody, and I want to play this video right here so you guys can see it uh, and hear it for yourself. Okay. And also, this video here is a video that I had posted the other day. Now, forgetting something. Let me see. Okay, I'm forgetting this, but I want to hold on. Just give me 1 second. I got to change this mic here. Just use this one because I cannot hear. Okay, so this one should be fine. Okay, so you guys will get to hear this uh, video that I broke on the social media blog page, and this video basically will sum up everything that I have talked about when I had said about the verdict. So I want you to pay attention to this video and then I will come back with everything else. But let me read this here. This is an article that I have here and it says into the hands of the jury, R. Kelly. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to this blog page updating you on my opinion on what's in social media news. I share my thoughts on Robert Sylvester Kelly story in this video. I will express words and what I think is an opinion on his trial. The jury people are now deliberating, and for what I have read, they was done for the first day and will return to finish, which we now know on this day that they have came back with a guilty verdict on all counts. But take a look, listen to this video and listen to what I had said, and then I'll come back to you so you guys so I can talk about what I said and also what's in social media news. Here we go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for following me. Right here, right now, we are on the 25th of September, 2021. And I want to say right here for archives that the grand jury has received the instructions in the R. Kelly case that's happening in New York City. The federal case, the jury is in deliberations right now. So we don't know what
they're going to come back and say, but I pretty much know what they are going to say. I pretty much believe that they are going to say guilty, guilty, guilty on majority of all the charges that they are filing against this man. And then not only that, when they do find him guilty, his record label had said that they are going to determine whether or not they're going to move forward by allowing R.Kelly to continue making music with them, or they're going to drop him and then file a lawsuit against him, because if they do, they're going to have to, the contract that's all up and everything. But this is the word right now. The music company was saying that if we can't make a decision right now, because right now we don't know if he is guilty, but everybody's innocent until they're proven guilty in a court of law. So the record company was saying that they want to see, they're not going to make a determination on his case yet until they get a verdict. So we shall see in the coming weeks, or should I say days. It's not going to take them that long, I know it's not, for them to come back with a verdict. And when they do, that's when the music company is going to make their decision on whether or not they're going to let him go or they're going to continue to keep him. But right now, he still owes them music. He's still in contract with them. I'm talking about R.Kelly. Okay, so with that being said, the Omega City News and Talk Show T across the platform, we're going to keep you updated. Once when that verdict comes in, you might as well say we on Verdict Watch. Okay, you might as well say we on Verdict Watch. And once when that verdict come in, we will break that news to you right on the platform, because I want to know. Because if they find him guilty in New York, imagine what they're going to do to his ass over there in Illinois and also Minnesota. That's all I'm saying. Because he has charges there, and it's not going to look good for him. If he's found guilty in the federal court in New York, if he's found guilty, they're going to have a field time with him over there in those other states on those other charges, and he just might have to kiss everything goodbye, because from what I'm hearing, those charges carry a life sentence. Well, not a life sentence like that, but I'm talking about football numbers that can cause him the rest of his life behind bars. Okay? So that's the breaking news for TST TV, Omega Studio News, and Talk Show T. And this is the breaking news that the jury, people in the R.Kelly trial, federal trial that is happening in New York right now, we are on Verdict Watch, and that they have received the deliberation. So they have to prove or come back with a verdict of guilty. And if they do come back with guilty, that is to tell us that the federal prosecutor has proven beyond a reasonable doubt that they have found that the evidence in this case, in all the testimony from all the people who testified in this case, proven without reasonable doubt that he's guilty. Now, the only way that they're going to come back with a not guilty is if they did not believe those people who testify, and that they believe that everything that the defense for R.Kelly proved circumstances that he was innocent. And then to top it off, mind you, there's no court, there's no cameras, it's not open to the public on people coming into the courtroom. So we just have this sketching everybody on the stand, sketching the defense, sketching the prosecutor, just sketching away. So special thanks to the person who sketched out everything. Okay? But probably the verdict is probably going to be live. I don't know. Or maybe it might be sketched as well. But again, when that happens, I'm going to break that news, and we might have it the end of September, the beginning of October, but we're going to have it. Okay? We're going to get the news. We're going to get it. All right? So, R.Kelly, he definitely, I know he's sitting in his jail cell right now. Like, please, Lord, vindicate my name. Please, Lord, do what you got to do to help me get out of this situation. But to close this off, ladies and gentlemen, I want to let you guys know, and y'all can go on social media and read this, but they said that the defense, R.Kelly, his lawyer did a closing arguments and for some strange reason compared him to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I'm sorry, the late Dr. Martin Luther King. Now, I don't know how you can compare this man with R.Kelly against Martin Luther King, but I don't see it. And they were saying that everybody was so confused in the courtroom that they he might just hang it up. He might just hang it up because what people have said on the stand, they have testified. I've read it. I've given you guys snippets. I've shared the videos. They just didn't believe it. They just don't believe his story, and they really believe that this is my opinion. Okay, they really believe that Robert Kelly sexually assaulted these people, and he did it with malice, and he did it with intent, and he used his fame and fortune to not only shut up the victims, but to shut up his entourage too, because his entourage was definitely grilled, and definitely was on trial, and definitely had to speak. You understand? Under oath of what they did see and what they didn't see. And the whole part that got me, and it happened right around the time when Aaliyah anniversary happened, and it was in August, okay? That's when they brought up the whole Aaliyah and how he tried to marry her when she was underage. That was the icing on the cake. That was the icing on the cake. And that right there, we know Aaliyah cannot come back from the grave to talk about it, but there are people who testified. There are people who even said they knew about it, and there's people who basically did not even agree with the fact that this man was going to marry her or tried to marry an underage person. But again, we know Aaliyah's not here. She cannot defend herself. She cannot talk. She cannot say anything. So right now we know that the only part that we have is the people who tried to stop it, the people who knew about the fact that they tried to say that that he had tried to falsify paperwork and try to get people to pretty much I gotta move this way because I don't own the rights to whatever that is. Get people to testify, get to falsify documents to try to get him to marry her, but she wasn't even having it herself. You understand? Then it was like, well, there was some people that knew about the situation because they had to testify under oath that, I had to lie to try to get these type of papers just to get this moving. But when it's all said and done, again, the jury people have they received deliberation, they received the paperwork, and it's all in their hands right now. And then once this trial is over with, he got to go to Illinois, and then Illinois, Minnesota, and then the whole R. Kelly saga will be motherfucking over. And, I keep saying that I want to end it off here, but I just want to say this. It was really, really sad to me that every time when I read the story or update of R. Kelly, I always read about a part where he paid off somebody. He paid off somebody more than 200,000 grand. Money. Okay? Money to try to quiet up a STD, a sexually transmitted disease. And not only that, a sexually transmitted disease that's not even curable, let alone treatable. You guys go up there, watch the story. It's there, it's on live. I have shared it on the platforms like Jewelry Review, Omega Studio News, Talk Show T. I have shared the story, so you guys can go up there, indulge yourself into those stories, and let me know what you think about it. Okay, because once when the verdict hits, I'm going to come right back on the platform and I'm going to give you breaking news right here, right now. I am Kareem Clemens, and I'll see you guys very soon. For more information, you guys can visit the blog page. Now get on out of here, man. We're going to have some fun.
Okay, so you guys have just watched that from the blog page because basically that's what I said then, and I said it again, and I told you that R. Kelly was going to be found guilty on all charges. Now, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I already knew it. I've been covering the story from when I was live on my YouTube gaming and it popped up and it said R. Kelly is being criminally charged. And I was like, what the hell? So, yes, I had to follow that story. I had to follow this story because it was very interesting. Let me just tell you this, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know, I'm going to tell you now. When I was graduating from grammar school, going into high school, that was like around 1995, 94, yeah, 95, 94, 95, 95, I graduated. And I was going into high school, and I can tell you that one of the songs that we were singing at our graduation was I believe I can fly. Ooh, I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. I spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. You see me running through that open door. I believe I can fly. Well, this door is going to be closed for R. Kelly for a long motherfucking time. Okay? First of all, hold on. First of all, R. Kelly sentencing date. Let me just put this out there. Sentencing date is May of 2022. Okay, and that's 8 months from now. So I just want to let you guys know. So while we're on this here, I just want to read some of the highlights and headlines that is being broadcast around the country and around the world. Okay, so R. Kelly found guilty and faces life in prison. Okay, that's just some. Hold on, let me just put this up here. Okay, R. Kelly convicted of racketeering and sex trafficking by a federal judge, or should I say federal court. Also, too, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, now you know now, this is not the end. This is not the end for R. Kelly. R. Kelly is basically has charges in Minnesota and also in Illinois. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is just my opinion. Whatever my opinion is here, this is my opinion. If you have any comments, if you have any questions, or if you want to know anything, just drop it down in the comment box. Okay, keep it cute. Okay, and I will post it up on the screen, and then I will try my best to answer it or how you feel about the situation. Do you even care? Some people is still bumping his music to today. They don't give a fuck about what the fuck he did. They pretty much believe that he's innocent from the door. His lawyers was like, well, we're going to fight this on every aspect. Okay, they're going to file appeals after appeals after appeals. But again, this man has been sitting in jail since 2019. Okay, and we already know he was vaccinated in the jail. He could not leave. Okay, at one point he was put in population, and then he went into solitary confinement. I don't know, but I was saying that when the jury people had first deliberated, okay, he was sitting in his jail cell. He wasn't saying, I need to go through that open door so I can fly. No, it's not happening anymore. Okay, what's happening is that you have been found guilty on all your charges, and now you must pay. Let's continue to read some of the headlines. R. Kelly found guilty on all federal charges, and he could get the life. He could get life sentence, a life sentence. Now I said this on the show last night. I said this in the video. I said he may not get a life sentence, but he's going to get football numbers. Okay, he's going to get football numbers, and if he's found guilty on all charges, then that means each charge has a significant amount of sentencing. Okay, and they're not letting him go. He is still in jail. They denied his bail. So that woman who tried or paid his bail before, that $100,000, you're not getting that back. Your request for it has been denied. Okay? You cried for that money, is you're not going to get it back. Okay? Absolutely not. So uh so we're going to the charges. I'll basically I'm just reading the headlines, but I'll go into what I have already. But what's next for R. Kelly? Now I did tell you guys in the video prior to this one that his music label, his music company, okay, I can take this off because my ears are sweating. Okay, his his music company is basically saying, listen, we're not going to do anything with R. Kelly because he didn't. Well, let me just bring this up a little bit more. Okay. Oh, that's too far up. Lord, Jesus is a fire. Okay, so his company was saying that, listen, we're not going to stop this man. He owes us music. We don't know what's going on with him until we find or if he's found guilty of charges, then we can make a determination. But then the people was like, well, are you going to make a determination on just one case or one state after he's found either guilty or not guilty in New York? Maybe they started in New York because the fact is that the most serious charges are racketeering. Okay, and I'm not really sure where his whole obstruction of justice is going to come in, but they did bring up the whole fact of Aaliyah. Okay, they did bring up the whole fact of Aaliyah, and they did say that he did try to marry her, and there was people who did testify who was part of his entourage. And again, ladies and gentlemen, they actually grilled them as well. Besides, no cameras in the courtroom, not open to the public. We seen it through sketches. So shout out to the sketch person, the sketch artist who basically sketched away this whole trial. Okay, I don't know what it's going to be like in Minnesota, and I don't know what it's going to be like in Illinois, but damn it, R. Kelly behind me, guilty, 9 counts of sex trafficking and racketeering. Bitch, they're not playing. They are not playing. They're going to set an example out of him. They're going to set an example out of him for all those other people who are out there right here, right now. Okay, because this ain't something new. This is something old. We've been looking at that goddamn sex tape for years. Okay, we was just not trying to see whether or not what type of person, we was just trying to see who that man was. Okay, because I know when I seen it, I was like, damn it, who the hell? I know that's not R. Kelly. Maybe that's just a spinning image of him, but damn sure that's not R. Kelly. But come to find out, that tape was child pornography. That tape was child pornography. We didn't know. I didn't know. You didn't know. Okay? And the fact is that we didn't know. We didn't know that that was. Like, for example, I'm jumping off topic right now, but right now, you remember the sex tape with Kim Kardashian and Ray J? Well, that was released. Well, I read some information. I'm just doing this because we're on sex tapes. Okay, I'm only saying this because Kim Kardashian, okay, agreed with Art Ray J to delete a scene out of the video, and allegedly, come on, allegedly it was Ray J pissing on her. And she basically allegedly supposed to have like not wanted to be in the final cut. So they agreed, or allegedly agreed, on not having that scene in there. But back to R. Kelly. Okay, R. Kelly, and I said this then and I'll say it again, he must have been a type of person that wanted to record every nook and cranny. And I said this then and I'll say it again. When he thought he deleted the information or the video that was on the computer, it didn't automatically wipe away. When he thought he was throwing that computer out, bitch, he forgot about the hard drive, and that's exactly was what some of the evidence that was in this case that convicted this man on child pornography. Okay, the people that he was having sex with with children. Okay, the people he was having sex with was children, women, and boys and girls. Okay, and it was disgusting because the fact is that in this case they say that he used his fame and he used his power to bring these people together so he can have a cult. And I don't listen to his music like how I used to listen to it after I Believe I Can Fly, after I was mandated to sing it at graduation. I didn't listen to his music, but I know that he came out with the whole Trap in the Closet 1 and 2 and 3. And I remember they was playing Step to the Name of Love at the cookout and everything. And I'm like, you know what? This man was a household name. But now, bitch, okay, he is in jail, about to hang it up. I'm not saying about to hang it up. I'm talking about hanging it up on the fact is that his life is done. And back to this music career, I think that now since they have found him guilty on all counts, they're not going to wait until he gets to Minnesota. They're not going to wait until he gets to Illinois because they are going to have a field time with that ass. Okay? They're going, see, he already was convicted. 9 counts, bitch. 9 counts. 9 counts hold. Okay, I'm not. 9 counts hold. Right here. 9 counts hold. 9 counts hold a significant amount of weight to his sentencing. Okay, and I guess in the whole part of his appeal, they're going to try to argue the fact that that the the aggravated factors in this case that the federal prosecutor had to prove beyond reasonable doubt that everything that they had, including evidence, witnesses, tapes, you name it, to find this man guilty. Okay, and they had, and I said it in my video, okay, that y'all just seen, that the only way that the jury people would not find him guilty is if they did not believe anybody that came on that stand and testified under oath of what they experienced with Robert Sylvester Kelly. Okay? And it is so crazy because it wasn't men, it wasn't just women, it was men too. Okay, we heard the testimony, okay, of the man that he allegedly, well, it's not no allegedly no more, Kareem, no allegedly no more. He met him in McDonald's, okay, and he basically said that he wanted to pass the number over to his manager, but come to find out, the number was going to him, the boy. Okay, so they got together at his little house or his big chocolate factory, and he was like, well, things is got to go his way or no way at all. Okay, so therefore the boy had some music, and he said that R. Kelly basically was like, well, there's a little bit more you got to do if you want to survive in this game. And I guess that's the whole when the whole fellatio and everything came into play. And then he wanted to meet somebody else, his other friend who happened to be a young boy. And boom, boom. It is just disgusting. I've also read that the fact is, and this is the key right here. Okay, they say a key. This is the key right here. Okay, Motherfucker, you motherfucking paying off motherfucking people. First of all, hold on. This channel, YouTube channel, is not for anybody under the age of 13, and you must be over the age of 18 to participate. Or if you're not, get your ass right off. Okay? Don't flag my shit because I'm gonna be doing a lot of cussing. Okay? This man had the nerve. This man had the nerve to pay off people after he gave them an STD, a sexually transmitted disease or sexually transmitted infection. Okay, you pay somebody over $250,000, or should I say $200,000, okay, and you pay them off to tell them what? That, oh, I gave you an STD and here's the money and, just don't say nothing. Bitch, no. They testified that you paid several people off after you given an STD to them. Well, hello, somebody. If you are having multiple sex with multiple sex partners, you're bound to gonna get an STD. And then not only that, on the icing on the cake is that the goddamn STD that he gave wasn't even a curable STD. Bitches, they still got it to this day. It is a treatable STD. So while this man is sitting in the goddamn jail cell, these people still have STDs or STIs from this nasty nigga. Disgusting. That's why the motherfucker broke. That's why he negative in the hole, and he just gonna be a little bit more in the hole after his music company get a part of his ass, because they're going to drop him from their label, okay, and then they're gonna sue his ass because he owes more music to them. He's under a contract, and they said that we're not gonna do anything until we find out. And bitch, he's guilty on all charges. Now somebody has hit me up. Somebody has said to me, they said, Kareem, what if they pull another Bill Cosby? What? What if they what? What if they pull another Bill Cosby? What if they put him in jail and then about a year later they'll be like, R.Kelly walking out of jail. He walking out of jail. The Supreme Court has overturned his conviction and basically they let him go. I'm sweating bullets right now. I'm like, oh Lord, Jesus is a fire, okay? Because if that happens, bitch, what the fuck what we didn't hear? What I gotta get in touch with that sketch artist. What the hell he didn't sketch that we didn't see? Okay? Like let me know. Let me know today, right now. Okay? But no, ladies and gentlemen, no, this is serious, 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 serious. The man who it once was a household name is now behind bars. Let me just go to this information real quick. This is not going to be a long stream, but let me just go ahead and give you guys a little bit of update. We already know R. Kelly, he was fine, but now he just lost it. Okay, the 54-year-old R&B, okay, R. Kelly was found guilty on all counts in a Brooklyn courtroom, federal courtroom on this day. Listen, by 7 men and 5 women. Now I know those women was like, OMG, I cannot believe this. Like, they're like, he paid these people off, like majority of the women. I'm not even sure if he paid off the boys. I don't even know if he gave them an STD. I don't know. They didn't even say anything about that. But we do know that he was found guilty on 1 count of racketeering and 8 counts of violating the Mann Act. That's MANN Act. Not David Mann, not Tamala Mann, but Mann Act. That's MANN. An interstate anti-sex trafficking law. He stood accused of sexually explicit of a child, bribery, kidnapping among the disturbing crimes. Okay, I don't know. Let me see. Let me just go ahead and look this up too, because this is my first time hearing about the Mann Act. So I just want to just put this into archives on what Mann Act is. It is spelled MANN Act. Okay, it is also known as the White Slave Traffic Act of 1910. It is a federal law that criminalizes the transportation of any woman or girl for the purpose of prostitution or debunk, debunk, I can't pronounce that word, or for any other immoral purpose. Okay? So this was passed, let me see, when it was passed, when it was passed, when it was passed. It says, however, many cities note that the act ended up criminalizing many kids of consensual sex activity and had racist undertone. And the phrase immoral purposes was broadly used to prosecute unlawful pre, pre premarital extractal and interracial relationship. Okay, and they do have United States Supreme Court. So yes, that's exactly what the Mann Act is. It is known as the White Slave Traffic Act of 1910. That is a long time ago. Okay, so they charged him with that. The Mann Act passed in June 1910 and named after Illinois Congressman James R. Mann, invoking the Commerce Clause to felonize the use of interstate or foreign commerce to transport women for immoral purpose. The act was aimed at prostitution, immoral, and human trafficking. Congress appointed a commissioner in 1907 to investigate into the problem of immigrant prostitution. It was alleged that immigrant women was brought to America for sexual slaves and immigrant men lured American girls into prostitution or white slavery. And the committee believed that no girl would enter prostitution unless drugged or held captive. This led to public outrage, which eventually resulted in the enactment of the Mann Act. Okay, so that we have just learned what the Mann Act is of 1910. Okay, and I apologize if I cannot have not pronounced any of those words that I had trouble with trying to pronounce, but I apologize to you. We ain't all perfect, and I'm not perfect. Okay, so yeah, so that's the Mann Act. So he was charged with. Let me just close that off. He was he was charged with that, and let me see. So basically, it says that today's guilty verdict forever brands R. Kelly as a predator, and I'm sure he's gonna have to register as a sex offender if when or if any of them coming out. Hope the man don't die in jail. Okay, but 8 months from now would be May of 2022, and he's going to have to get sentenced on that day, and he's definitely going to get time served because he's been in jail since 2019. Okay, so yeah, so basically, the verdict today will forever brand him as a predator who used his fame and fortune to prey on the young, okay, and the vulnerable and the voiceless for his own sexual gratification. Now, it is just really sad because I am saying this now. I'm going to say this on my platform. R. Kelly is not the only man. R. Kelly is not the only man. R. Kelly is not the only person out there in this society that we're living in doing the same there's other people doing the same shit. Okay, they doing it. They just haven't been caught. They just haven't been caught. And I just hope that they're looking at this and they're like, you know what? Let me stop now. So if they are doing this, let me stop now before I'm caught. Because when you are caught, I'm telling you, this is going to be an example. This is setting an example out of what is going to come for anybody that decides to explicit or prey on the young and the vulnerable and the voiceless for their own sexual gratification and use your fame and fortune. Okay, there are many people out there right now in the industry, the R&B industry, the music industry, the hip hop industry, who is using people and then paying them with cash and telling them to shut the hell up, because if you want to continue this with me, then I'm going to pay you this. But see, let me just say this in my own opinion. Okay, I'm just gonna say this, my own thoughts. This is my own opinions. The opinions that are coming here on this platform is from me, no other person. Okay, this is my opinion. This is what I've been saying because I've been following the story, I've been reporting the story to you guys for the longest. Okay, this is what I think. I really believe that it got to be too many people. Too many people. Now I can understand if it was one or two, okay? But it is several people. Now, I'm just gonna be playing devil advocates here, okay? The man has already been found guilty, damn it. Okay. Right now, if he wanted to write a book, he could, because they want to hear from him and they want to hear from him. They always wanted to hear from him, but he can write a book. That money has proceeds go to the victims that sued him or are suing him, or restitution or damages. Okay, but listen to me. It got to the point where it got to be so many people, and since if it happened to be an underage person, which started off with Aaliyah, that was the first one right there. Okay, when that shit hit the fan back then, and they found out that he was going to marry the girl, he probably said, "Well, listen, Aaliyah dead. Okay, I'm going to get me some more. Okay, I'm gonna go get me some more." And a sick person, think about that. So I'm playing devil advocate. I'm in his mind from what I've read and what I've seen and stuff, the videos and read and stuff. I'm in his mind. Okay, this is my opinion in his mind. Okay, when Aaliyah passed away, there was no way for no one of Aaliyah, human being, soul, to come back from the grave and talk about their encounter. Okay, maybe she may told Damon Dash, but damn it, Aaliyah gone. Rest in peace, Aaliyah. Okay, but she cannot speak, and he used her as a target and tried to marry her, and then all those people that they announced in social media that claimed they knew about this. Okay, the person who testified in the court under oath had said part of his entourage. Okay, because R. Kelly wasn't the only one who was basically tried and convicted. Right now, it says R. Kelly former employees are testifying. Here's what they saw. And they said that they are on, or they are charged and being charged, or they're going to be held responsible for this as well. Because it wasn't just him. It wasn't just him. It took his security, his bodyguard, his personal assistants, his PR, all these people to play a role in this. Okay, and that's why they had to testify. I said I was going to take this off. They had to testify because the fact is that they had part of it. I'm sure they had to set these people up. Okay, all the money that he had put out there, I'm sure they had to, I don't know if he paid cash. I don't know if he paid checks, money order, cash app. I don't know. Okay, but he paid something, damn it. Okay, he paid all this money for the STD cover up. So I'm still gagging when it wasn't even curable. I'm still gagging. But no, Aaliyah is gone. Okay. And then he probably just said, you know what, Aaliyah gone. I tried it then. And since I have money and fame and fortune and everybody wants R. Kelly, okay, I'm going to go out there and see if I could try this again, which he did. And he turned this at one point to the women. They said it became a cult, a sex cult. Like they would basically they would have They will be locked up. They will be chosen to eat this and go here and take their cell phones and do all types of crazy things that is still happening to this day. It's happening to this day right now. It's happening right now as we speak in Hollywood. I'm sorry, no, mark that, scratch that. It ain't, it's happening right now. It's not just happening in Hollywood, it is happening in our country, ladies and gentlemen. It is happening in the world, across the world. Sex trafficking, human trafficking, those are serious, 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 serious charges. Okay? And and a lot of people don't understand that, you know, R. Kelly, he probably have a mental health problem. Where my paper at? R. Kelly may have a mental health problem. He may have a mental health problem physically and psychologically. And I really hope that they evaluate him while he's on the inside. Okay? Because this is a disease. Is a disease. Mental health is a disease that somebody can get. And by them having it, they could be suffering from PTSD. Maybe R. Kelly was sexually assaulted as a child. Who knows? We don't know. We don't know. We don't know if he was sexually assaulted as a child. Okay, maybe he was went through certain things as a child because when you go through things like this, it usually stems from a child and then it plays into your adult mode and then you carry out these effects. So maybe R. Kelly was sexual assaulted mentally and physically as a child, and then as he got older, he probably projected everything, and then felt that he could control women, and since they were older women, he figured he could prey on the younger women because they pretty much would basically be adapt and accustomed to his fame and fortune. Now, had not R. Kelly had no money, if he had no money, if he wasn't famous, I don't even think that he would have even indulged himself in this. We see what his net worth is negative 200 million or 2 million, something like that. It's going to be even negative more after his and company and everybody else take heed of him. I'm just saying. So as him probably suffering from PTSD, that's post traumatic stress disorder, as a young person, he probably took that and he probably moved and said, hey, listen, I'm doing this. I'm R. Kelly. I'm famous. I could do whatever I want because that's exactly what famous people say and do. Okay? They say I can do whatever the fuck I want and nobody ain't gonna motherfucking stop me. And if I want to try and test the waters, I'm going to test the waters. All I got to do is goddamn pay for it. And then if I have an STD or an STI from somebody because I'm having multiple sex partners and I'm not using any condoms and I'm not using any protection, I'm going to go out there and pay these people off. Disgusting. Just plain disgusting. And it's sad because people today is still saying that R. Kelly is innocent. They are still saying that R. Kelly is innocent and that they don't know what the hell they talking about, and then they got the wrong man. They got the wrong man who they believe is innocent. They believe he's innocent. So the federal prosecutor basically, let me just go back to here. The federal prosecutor has made a statement, and they said a predator who used his inner circle, which basically I'm saying his entourage, okay, used his inner circle to ensure underage girl and young men and women for decades, okay. Uh, they say that sex abuse, exploitation, and humanity, humiliation. I'm sorry. The victims in this case, voice were heard, and justice was finally served. And they say that we hope that today's verdict brings some measure of comfort and closure to the victims. Okay, because as we've been watching social media network, we have learned that majority of the victims who have testified have said, "Listen, I'm not making this up." I'm not gonna say her name, but she was saying things like, I'm not making this up. Would you guys please believe me? I'm not lying. And then we all seen the interview with him and Gail, with Gail, and well, Oprah's best friend, and he pretty much I already knew he was guilty right there because nobody who is given the opportunity to speak and voice everything that you are being accused of right there on national television, the way that man exploded, I already knew. We all already knew that he was guilty, guilty, guilty from the door. It was just a matter of a time when it was going to get him. And I'm so sick of the fact that it took them this long. It took them this long because I know damn well that that tape was not motherfucking surfacing for 20 years. I'm 40. It wasn't surfacing for 20 years. And they just now convicting this man? They just now convicted R. Kelly after they found that tape. Come on now. Wasn't that tape VHS? It started on VHS, and since everything got into motherfucking the technology we live in, it became virtual. And that's how every mother has uh, gotten this video and showed it to the world. Everybody in the world seen it. It ain't no secret. But again, we was looking at child pornography. And it was so sad to now know that that was a child in there. It was a child. All that shit that we seen in there, it was a child. It wasn't no older woman, an adult woman. That was a child. But we know that that was R. Kelly. We knew that was him. And I damn sure I was like, the only reason why I was very skeptical about it because I was like, damn, man, that looked like him. It smelled like him. And I just was saying that I don't think that's him because the shit that he was doing, I was like, wait a minute. I don't think somebody at this multitude who is famous and who got so much going on for themselves would put anything out there in history like this and fuck it up for yourself. But you know what? Back then, anybody who released the sex tape, it was like release the sex tape. That was the challenge. You know how they have all these challenges out here today, like the bleach challenge, the motherfucking dishwasher challenge. You got the ice bucket challenge. It was once the sex tape challenge, and everybody was producing a sex tape, and everybody, including R. Kelly, including Ray J, including Kim Kardashian, including everybody else, because there's a lot of other people out there with sex tapes, and they felt that since they could become famous or make it go viral, because that video went viral, okay, and it's just the nature of the fucking video. It was disgusting that now we know it was child pornography. Okay, so yes, R. Kelly might possibly be suffering psychologically, mentally, physically from mental health. Okay, he must be suffering from it because again, he's been found guilty on 9 counts of racketeering in sex trafficking. And I went over the man law with you guys, the Man Act. Okay, so let me just go ahead and continue to do this. Okay, so let's see. Kelly issues rule. Okay, so basically, I'm actually getting some information from off of social media, and they're saying nearly 6 week trial because that's how long it took. So 11 accusers. Those how much that the sketch artist he was just sketching away, because every time we see sketch. He was just a sketcher because again they closed it to the public and they closed it to the cameras. Okay, so 11 accusers took the stand against Kelly, 6 of whom were minors when the alleged abuse took place. Two were males. Okay, those are the two. One male from McDonald's and his friend. He was directly charged for crimes related to just six women who formed the government's case. One being the late singer Aaliyah. Now wait a minute. See, I got. Let me do this. Hold on. I got to do this. I got to do this. Aaliyah, if you're there, I just want to say this to you. Your presence and everything that you tried to do when you was alive years ago. People, they thought that your voice was silent. Even though your music today still lives on, your voice from the grave help convict this man. You actually helped beyond the grave to convict him. And when you was alive, you even said that it was wrong because you wanted to not marry this man. You said you lied about your age of being 18 years old when you was really 15 years old. So all this time that has gone by, your voice, present in the courtroom. And it basically was from beyond the grave to help put this man behind bars. Yes. Aaliyah basically helped. Uh, Let me. No. Aaliyah basically helped convict R.Kelly far beyond the grave. She's not the only person that did it or did something like this. There has been numerous people who have passed, died years ago, and have convicted somebody because we see it all the time. And we currently see it today. Not just in this trial, but all the people who have perished and died from being murdered, homicide, killed by the individuals, and they're on trial. And they go to trial. The people who is called the prosecutor stand in front of the jury and the judge and the people of the congregation, and they say that this man murked or took the life of somebody else, and that they are being the sole purpose for the victim or the victims. And in this case, they said that Aaliyah helped. The late singer Aaliyah helped in this case because that was a big part back then when he tried to marry her. Now, it says prosecutors claim that two were illegal married when he was 27 and his protege was 15. And that's when she said she lied. But apparently, she passed away. And she could not testify on the fact that, now, mind you, R. Kelly, this ain't his first time down this road going to trial. Mind you, he was found not guilty on child pornography back then. So, I don't know. And they say, I don't even know if that was brought up, because if it was brought up and he was found not guilty, then they say they can't try you on a charge twice. If you're found not guilty, bitch, you're not guilty. So I don't even think that she was a part of that. But now she is. She's a part of it now. And that's what helped convict him. So they're saying, oh, right, here we go. So in 2008, Kelly was acquitted of child pornography charges in Chicago, which he's going to have to go back to Illinois. Now, I don't know if it's Chicago, but he got, remember, mind you guys, he has other charges in Illinois and Minnesota. And this ain't going to look good for him. It's definitely not going to look good for him. Okay? So in 2008, Kelly was acquitted of child pornography charged in Chicago after he was accused of making sex tape with an underage female. Now, mind you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not really sure, and it possibly could be, was it that tape that surfaced? Or could it have been other tapes? Because again, like I said then, I'll say it again, R. Kelly is known for making fucking sex tapes. Okay? But he just don't understand that when he claims he deletes them, they're not deleted fully because you got the goddamn hard drive. If you don't pull that bitch out of the motherfucking computer, then damn it, you think you deleting your shit off of the computer. No, it's in that hard drive. Like, for example, when someone has a photo or a picture in the phone, right? They have a photo and a picture on the phone, and they have it, and somebody be like, well, why did you take that photo of me? Delete that photo. That's not good. You shouldn't be taking photos of me. Delete that photo. Well, yeah, I'll delete it in front of you, but technically I still have it, bitch. It's in the cloud. All I got to do is just go to home and just go into the cloud, and it's right there. Now, I'm like, when I see somebody delete, like, bitch, go to your cloud, on your phone, whether or not it's an Android or whether or not it's a iPhone, go to your cloud. I don't want you to delete it from the phone. I want you to delete it from the cloud. Once you delete it from the cloud, bitch, it's deleted permanently. Okay, we deleted it on your phone, it's deleted from the cloud. There is nothing else. It's deleted from the hard drive, bitch. And the computer, it is not deleted until you go into that hard drive. Some people don't really understand that. All the stuff that you delete on your computer, it is still stored in a memory that basically is there until you remove it or until you go and try to retrieve it. But if you look at the fact that, okay, well, I deleted it off the computer, no. See, he wasn't computer savage. He wasn't a computer savage, because if he was a computer savage, then he would have known what to do. But apparently he didn't. And his entourage didn't either. Okay? So yes, so basically, so he was found not guilty. And also, too, let's go back to that story, too. There was some people, and I think this is the whole obstruction of justice come in, where they were people that were supposed to testify in his case, but they never showed because we now know that he paid them off to not to show up, or his entourage paid them off. Somebody paid them off. Okay. Then the hashtag Me Too movement saw the downfall of many prominent men. And in 2019, surviving R. Kelly, that brought renewal public interest to his predatory behavior. Many of the women who participated in the Lifetime documentary, which they do have part 2 of it. I didn't actually see it, but I know they have part 1, part 2. Testified during the trial. The filmmaker behind the series reacted to the verdict and tweeted, "She's grateful to the survivors. She's grateful for the survivors." So basically, and not knowing out of the, let's go back to this, out not knowing that the hold on, let's go up, that the seven men or the five women may have possibly seen Surviving R. Kelly part one and part two. Maybe they seen it. Maybe they probably was asked when they were doing jury selection. I don't know because it wasn't open to the public. Maybe they was asked. I'm just assuming or something. So maybe they was asked that they don't know anything about R. Kelly. Have they listened to any of his music? Have they seen any of the videos? Have they seen in the news or what's been happening? They probably had asked him that. Okay, and maybe this was a jury since it was closed to the public and closed to no cameras. Maybe these people who deliberated could not leave. They probably could not go home. They probably had to stay in a hotel. They probably had to be guarded by the sheriff department. Okay, it's just a lot of things that they probably had to go through just for the fact is that they do not want none of these people to be out there talking. They probably couldn't look at newspapers. They probably couldn't have look at television, the news, and who's to say they probably got a gag order on the fact that they probably want to wait until all the other cases is over with. They probably want to wait until Illinois is over with, or probably Minnesota is over before they can even go out to the public and talk, or maybe it's over. We don't know. I would think that if they did go out there and talk to about what happened in this case, I believe that like I said, then I said again that Minnesota and Illinois is going to have a field time with that ass. They're going to basically use him and basically use that against him, and it's already a conviction. He's a felon right now. He has 9 felonies. He has 9 felonies, 9 federal felony charges. These are federal. We ain't talking about little charges. We talking about federal, not state, not city. These are federal charges, which will bring football numbers. Okay, like I said on my video, I said football numbers. Okay, not possibly life sentence, football numbers. Okay, so so his trial was 2008, and you know the whole hashtag Me Too movement basically helped, possibly may have helped convict him. The survivor R. Kelly possibly helped convict him, and also uh, the people who testify. All right, and then they have someone. Oh, this is the tweet that she had tweeted. Says grateful for the survivors and the one who talked and the one who didn't. Okay, because they felt that uh, even though the statute of limitation did not expire, some people probably felt threatened. They probably felt that if I say something that other people who are out there who actually love this man is going to come back and probably attack them or do something very derogatory to them. I don't know. Or some people are just scared because they just don't want to talk because they've been traumatized so much by a person that they don't even want to even see the person. They don't want to look at their face. They don't want to be next to this person. They just don't want to talk. And that's the whole freeze up part. Okay. So Kelly still faced state and federal indictment in 2 other states on similar charges. He will be sentenced in Brooklyn federal court on May 4th, 2022. And that's 8 months from now. Okay. So yes, so basically all the headlines are saying the same. R. Kelly accused of sex with teenage girl. R. Kelly holding women against their will. An abusive cult parent has been found guilty on all counts. Why R. Kelly trial is cultivating black audience online. R. Kelly legal team brings witness who says they never saw abuse by singer. And speaking of his legal team, bitch, I said this then, and I'll say it again on my last video, that they said in closing arguments where they had tried to compare R. Kelly to the late Dr. Martin Luther King. Like, seriously? You tried to compare R. Kelly to the late Martin Luther King. Really? Like, I didn't hear or read anything about Martin Luther King being sexually assaulting any human being. I didn't hear about that. I didn't hear about him going around holding women captive and boys and girls and man. I didn't hear none of that stuff. Not from the late Martin Luther King. So how the hell you compare R. Kelly to Martin Luther King, the late Martin Luther King, and he gone. He's gone. Was R. Kelly alive? I have no idea. He probably was. I don't think R. Kelly was alive when he was there. He might have 67. I think so. Uh, I think yeah. Hold on. Let me just go to our information source. Alexa, when did Martin Luther King die?
Martin Luther King Jr. died on April 4th, 1968, at the age of 39 years due to assassination by gunshot.
So, um, okay, so 68. He was killed in 68. And R. Kelly was born January 8th, 1967. So I don't understand how you compare Dr. Martin Luther King to Robert Sylvester Kelly. I don't see it. I just don't. And no one in the courtroom seen it as well. And I think that sketch artist was like looking at the faces of the people who were like, huh? What? Like they was confused. Like what? I think I think the fact is that uh, he probably didn't have anything else to say about about his client. He probably didn't have to have anything to say about his client. So therefore, he just went on and did that. Because if I was defending him, which I probably wouldn't be defending him if I was a lawyer, and that's the whole point, because this is not his originally a lawyer who actually started off in the case. They actually left, and this is a new defense team right here. But I don't think his lawyer I don't think his lawyer would basically be representing him on the notion that the fact is that he's being charged with all these charges. And I know they have to lie, but damn it, how can you lie for somebody that's guilty? With all the aggravated actors, that all the aggravated factors that are playing in this case is like, no, I wouldn't even have choice to take. And then how you get paid? Like he got to have some type of money. He can't be that much negative in a hole. He got to have some type of money. Like, come on now. Or then again, I mean, somebody did try to pay for his bail, or not actually did pay for the did not attempt to pay for it. They did pay for it, but the fact is that they were saying that they wanted the money back, but come to find out they couldn't because it just don't work that way. You signed the dotted line. Your signature is your legal paid promise. So therefore, when you said that I want to contribute this amount of money over to such and such, yada yada, this and that, you pretty much gave it up, and it is what it is. And it was supposed to get back to you after the case, but apparently, I don't think she's gonna get that money back. $100,000. $100,000. It was in the news. Okay. Former cop who worked for R. Kelly claimed he never saw the singer with young children. Some of the other R. Kelly has been found guilty on federal charges after 11 sexual abuse victims testify. So yes, so everybody has gotten a piece of this story, and wow, they actually have it here that Robert Sylvester Kelly is an American singer, songwriter, recorded producer, and convicted sex offender. He has been credited with helping the redefine R&B and hip hop, earning the nickname such as the King of R&B, the King of Pop Soul, and the what? The the pie the pipe piper, the pie piper of R&B. I've never heard that one before. R. Kelly has one, two, and three children by his former wife, married from 1996 to 2009, and then Aaliyah, 1994 to 1995, and he has one, two, three siblings. Can you believe that? Like, honestly, that is just really, really sad. That's really sad. That is really, really sad. Well, thank you guys so much for taking this time to join me right here, right now, on this day, Monday, the 27th, 2021. And basically, the topic was R. Kelly, breaking news, guilty of nine counts of sexual trafficking and racketeering. Okay. And I just want to give you guys updates of what's happening real quick. You guys, please. I do have a show in the morning. It's called Morning Kareem in the Morning with me. Okay, so I usually be up in the morning and I usually be talking and everything. So you guys are probably wondering where the jury people is at. Well, hold on. Let me just go ahead and see if we can. They are here. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and bring them in. Let's bring the jury people in. Cause you know what? Matter of fact, I want to talk to them, and then I want to hold on. Just give me 1 second. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I want to bring the jury people in because I just want to have like a little brief conversation. These wasn't the ones that convicted him, but I just want to see their faces. And then not only that, we're gonna have the jury people back on Friday, which should be sometime maybe the first or the eighth. Let's see. We're gonna have them. Let's bring them in. They're walking in right now. They're walking in and walking in. Jury people walking in and walking in. Just give them one moment. One moment. Well, jury people, oh my God, it has been. Hold on, I have to move this back. It's been a minute since we actually seen y'all, man. What's the dealio, man? We so happy to see y'all. Oh my God, I mean, listen, y'all been going for a long time, probably majority of the summertime, like y'all been gone, man. Seriously, but it's very happy to see y'all. Y'all already know. Some y'all was saying what? Okay, well, y'all can't give it to me right now, but listen to me. I do know y'all was saying that last time y'all was here was around when I talked. It was about a couple of months ago, right? A couple of months. It was right before summertime. Y'all did tell them y'all was coming back somewhere in September, right? Or was it the first, the eighth? We don't know. It's up to me. Okay, so what do you guys think about this story? Do y'all think this story is crazy or what? Like this is unbelievable. I know, I know. And not only that, y'all wasn't even the jury people that convicted him. Like they just said that it was people of his peers. It wasn't even that. It was people of his peers. It had to be because it was men and women. Okay, but they didn't even tell us the race of them, so we wouldn't even know. But we know that if y'all was convicted him, that y'all would have laid the verdict down like never before. And it probably would have been guilty, 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 guilty. It probably would have been guilty, 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 guilty. Okay, so everybody's saying guilty. And yeah, we just really glad to see y'all because we was missing y'all. When y'all actually coming back? We need to actually do jury review so we can talk about this. Like not like I already covered majority of the stuff, but I want to basically talk about what's next, like what's going to happen in Minnesota, what's going to happen in Illinois. Okay, because this is something very important for the people. Very important, very important. You guys agree? Okay, it's very important for the people to understand. And what was that? Uh-huh. Oh, 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 mm, oh. You want me to tell them about that? Yep. You want me to tell them about that? Okay. What? Uh-huh. Oh, okay. I'm about to get off the air. You want me to tell them now, or you want me to get off the air and y'all want to talk to me? Cause that's something that, as Madison say, that's for the books. Okay. Do you want me to tell them that now, or you want me to save this until y'all come back? Until y'all come, which one? Oh, oh, okay. So, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do because the time has ran out. Okay, jury people. Matter of fact, this was gonna happen. That's some. You hold that right there, please. Hold that. Listen, this was gonna happen. Jury people gonna go to their car. They're gonna go home. Everybody gonna go home because got them here late. Uh, but we have some information that we want to talk to you, and I think the perfect time would discuss this in jury review. So please, everybody, come back. They're saying the 8th. They're saying that they will be back on the 8th. The 8th. They will be back on the 8th of October. Okay, and we will be deliberating in the courtroom with the jury people. And we will share with you on what they had to say because they actually been going for the summertime. Like we didn't see them for the whole summer. And a lot has happened in the summer. And I think what's going to happen is maybe each one of them may have a story that they want to tell us about because I'm sure, yeah, right here, he has a story. He has a story. He has a story for us. Okay. And after what I just heard, okay, everything is allegedly. It's allegedly, ladies and gentlemen. Everything is allegedly. We don't know whether or not it's true. It's allegedly. Okay, as T.S. Madison says, it is allegedly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let y'all go, and I want to thank y'all for coming out here to come see us and pay a little visit, so you guys can go ahead on to your cars. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and basically end this video right here, right now. Okay, so if you guys are tuned in, this is breaking news guilty of R. Kelly, 9 counts of sex trafficking in racketeering. Ladies and gentlemen, for more information, you guys can visit the blog page. We'll see you soon. Good night.